The Crown Prince. What is he doing here? I've seen the Crown Prince once, and he left me with an impression. He is subtle and sharp and won't get himself dragged into the house's strife. He's more of an old fox watching the fire burn from the sidelines. Yet he took the initiative of coming here by himself to get close to us. He has a clear objective in mind. As to what, we'll just have to wait and see. Steward Zhuo, His Highness Crown Prince, has come to pay the Luo house a social visit, but he is sure to want to discuss something secret as well. It's best if we take our leave first. You're so thoughtful. Please. Imperial brother, Imperial sister, your prosperity compound is so lively. That crowd you have outside almost had even me block. This scene is somewhat familiar. Back then, didn't the fatty drag me as well? These two are indeed related. Humph. Please forgive my transgression of not coming out to welcome you, Your Highness. Please, we're all family now. You don't have to be so distant. Just call me the elder brother. The Crown Prince is kind, amiable, and modest. Oh, Steward Zhuo. You, sir, have become the best steward under the heavens as of today. You are in charge of all of Tianyu's affairs, beneath one man and above everyone else. Congratulations on having received such boundless glory. I know it is late, but please accept my acclaim. All but Zhuo Fan, who wasn't buying any of that fake modesty, watched on with a cold eye and a curt nod. I know. Next time, be quicker about it. Zhuo Fan, your elder brother offers you his sincere congratulations, and this is how you thank him? What's with your attitude? Elder brother, don't stop me. I will put this punk in his place for what he did to you. Don't think that I won't. You won't. What, beat me up? Bring it. I see why the old third has become sworn brothers with Zhuo Fan. Look at them. One has a flair for the dramatic, cocky, and obnoxious, sticking his nose higher than the heavens even in front of me, the Crown Prince. The other is no better either. He's got no power yet still wants to play pretend, pulling me into his act while he's at it. These two are like two peas in a pod. Steward Zhuo is so fresh and reasonable. I truly admire you, old third. That was my sincere apology, and what Steward Zhuo said was right. You can't interfere. Humph. Consider yourself lucky that the elder brother has let you off. Next time, Humph. Bring up the gifts. Dozens of 8th grade ingredients and some 6-7th grade materials. These materials far outstripped even the diamond sand Zhuo Fan once called a genuine treasure. Among them, Sea Phantom Wing, the wings of a 7th level spiritual beast, an Abyss Phantom Butterfly. The Abyss Phantom Butterfly is ethereal, an expert in using illusions, and swift in water. Not even a peak radiant stage expert can escape this creature's illusions, offering instead his soul for it to feast on. The higher in stage a cultivator progresses, the more he trains his soul, hence, soul attacks are more sought after. The Sea Phantom Wings are a nightmare for any radiant stage expert, or even higher. The imperial family must have amassed a sizable treasury over 1,000 years for a mere crown prince to present such an invaluable gift. Steward Zhuo, I know you had lightning wings but had come to lose them in the esoteric debate. Please kindly accept this gift I've prepared for you. Every reward is deserved. What does the Crown Prince wish for me to do in exchange? Steward Zhuo is a national hero, and the Luo clan is a national asset. I only wish for the two of us to work together for the safety of our empire. That is my humble request. Humph, more like having us as your lackeys. Cut the slick act. Just accept the elder brother's goodwill. What's there to consider? Won't it help you strive harder for Tianyu? This is a natural responsibility of the Luo clan, now a crucial part of our nation. What? The Crown Prince wants the Luo clan to work with him for him. But the fatty's dumb act changed its content, making the Luo clan work for Tianyu and thus accepting the gift as fully deserving. It looked like Fatty was helping the Crown Prince, but he is in fact helping the Luo clan escape the Crown Prince's clutches. Struggling for Tianyu and siding with the Crown Prince aren't semantics. The Fatty is hiding himself. He is quite a shrewd guy. I wonder if the Crown Prince can read between the lines. The Crown Prince's gift has become wasted. I'm really happy to meet Steward Zhuo today. I'll take my leave now. Please take care. It seems that the Crown Prince has yet to find out that the Fatty sold him out. As for serving Tianyu, Humph. It's not a problem. Who's to say whom the future Tianyu belongs to? Third brother, thank you for coming with me. Otherwise, it would have been impossible to make friends with the prideful Steward Zhuo, even if I came as the Crown Prince. Don't be like that, elder brother. We are close, you and I, and of course I'll help you out. Yet in the next second, his beady eyes turned shifty. Elder brother, weren't you always against us getting close to the houses? Then why, you must think that I am going against the Imperial Father's decree by doing this, correct? It's just that. The Imperial Father has been going down on his years, and his handling of court falls short from one year to the next. With the Luo clan and the Regent estate being like fire and water, it will be dangerously easy for Tianyu to fall into chaos and wreck the Imperial Father's poor heart from anxiety. As his son, I must set things right. That is why I wanted to get close to the rising Luo clan so that I could mediate in the direst moments and bring balance to Tianyu. Oh, my elder brother is so considerate towards the people and his father. I am in awe. Elder brother, just say the word, and I will fulfill any request you may have to my full capabilities. This is the only thing I can do to share the load you and your father carry. Third, brother, I thank you for your good intentions. If only our second brother had a fraction of your kindness, I believe we brothers could do it. If we work as one, nothing is impossible. A shame. Elder brother, lighten up. Your second brother will one day understand your toil. I hope so. Third brother, I still have documents to handle for my father in the Imperial Palace. I'll be going. Thank you for your hard work, elder brother. Goodbye. But once the pile of meat took a turn, his face sank, his eyes exploding with revulsion. That damn lard ass talks too much. Really disgusting. He left with his own detail, towards the gloom of a dark alley where 3 people waited. Greetings, Prime Minister Zhuge. Your Highness. With your confident gaze, I believe the plan was a success. Of sorts, however, Zhuofan is a highfalutin, leaving me with anger but nowhere to vent. Your Highness, please bear it. Zhuofan is a prideful youngster who has yet to experience true failure. Even Lung Wuchang suffered at his hands. His pride is warranted. This is just how people with talent are. But will this cocky man one day take your position and become Prime Minister? You heard it yourself, how the Emperor bestowed on him the best steward beneath heaven's title. And what does that mean? Becoming Prime Minister. His Majesty is paving the way as a capable official for the new Emperor. Zhuofan may be unorthodox and crass in his methods, unlike me, but we are the same in one aspect. We are more than qualified to be the Prime Minister. I understand, Prime Minister Zhuge, but I just can't stand Zhuofan's attitude. Just thinking about how I'll tangle with him day after day once I'm crowned is infuriating. Your Highness need not worry about this for now. What are you implying? Perhaps you won't even get the chance. Nothing. Just a guess about His Majesty's thoughts. Every ruler plays favorites, leaving to his successor the people he wants. This goes double for the officials. Yet this time, His Majesty has decided to forego this and settle on the next Prime Minister candidate. Now, why do you think he did that? If the officials are chosen before the ruler, this can only mean one thing. His Majesty is yet to decide who among you 3 is to be the successor. Your Highness, don't put too much stock in your crown prince status when it gives no advantage whatsoever in the power struggle. How can this be? Now do you see why I suggested getting close to a Zhuofan? Since any one of you 3 will do. It will all come down to who fits this stuck-up future Prime Minister best. This shall decide who among you is destined to be Emperor. Of course. In case your Highness and Zhuofan can't exactly rub shoulders, you might as well give up on the throne. Being a regent isn't all that bad either. No. Prime Minister Zhuge, thanks for the advice. I understand what you mean. Now I know what I must do. He took his men and left in a haze. Sir, are you really helping him take the throne? Helping? Humph. I'm not so bored as to get his dowry for him. The Emperor is only praising the Luo clan so much because of this tripartite stalemate plan, have the tigers tear each other apart while he reaps the benefits. But does he think I'll just stand by and let him do that? I will entangle the imperial family in this mess and jumble the board so much that he won't be able to tell left from right. Since he wants chaos, I'll give him a helping hand and raise hell. We'll just have to wait and see who will be the true reaper in the end. The Prime Minister is brilliant. The Crown Prince, a man of such impeccable conduct, is looking for a faction as well. The imperial capital isn't as calm as the surface. Anyway, with the Luo clan growing day by day and taking the initiative, who can rein us in when we are in constant transformation? Steward Zhuo, someone has come with an invitation. At the sight of the second prince's name, he laughed. I just sent away the Crown Prince, and the second one comes right after. The second prince is filled with wild ambitions, always discussing them with the houses in secret. But everyone looked down on him, until recently, when he got tangled in Hell Valley. To vie for the throne, I presume. Steward Zhuo, You'd best avoid getting into the imperial family's affairs, lest you incite trouble. Humph, I fear no trouble. But what does this second prince think he is, that he can just ask me to visit him? Even the crown prince paid yours truly a visit. Steward Zhuo has nerves of steel. Coming to such a decision with such a reason. What's else? The third pillar, demigod Yun Xuanji. I have yet to pay this 1,000-year-old mystifying clan a visit. And now it is knocking on my door. The Yun clan is the most secretive clan since the founding of Tianyu. This clan has mastered an amazing and strange skill. In every generation, there will be one person who knows how to read the heavens, a sacred bloodline that can infer the fate of the nation. This bloodline doesn't offer them power but allows them to look into a person's fate and the empire's path with ultimate precision. This person is called the High Priest in every generation, a title the emperor bestowed. The current High Priest is the 7th clan head of the Yun clan. The one they called demigod Yun Xuanji. They say Yun Xuanji doesn't care about mundane affairs. So how come he knows about me? Steward Zhuo, he is an incredible man. Since he has invited you, he must want to convey something of dire importance. You have to go. You guys are quite respectful of Yun Xuanji. Is he that trustworthy? Absolutely. Yun Xuanji is an anomaly in Tianyu. Be it the emperor, Zhuge Changfeng, Dugu Zhantian, or the 7 houses, everyone would knock on his door whenever they faced something beyond their understanding. And he answers each time. I've met with him once before, and he gave me amazing enlightenment. Isn't this just a charlatan who deceives everyone with false rumors? As the saying goes, chaos breeds heroes while peace kills mystics. The world is perfect, peaceful, and safe, but your sudden scrying and spouting of the world falling into chaos, with anyone vying for the throne, will shake the empire to its core, no? It is a clear violation of the imperial family, yet the emperor never once snuffed it out but kept it close for 1,000 years. This is more than baffling, insane even. Such a mystic whose words shape the nation and even lead the houses, perhaps he can shake the nation in one sentence. How can the emperor let such a person live? Steward Zhuo, you may not know. The Yun clan has never shied away from the straight and narrow. It treats everyone as guests yet never holds favorites. It never involves itself in court affairs, taking neutral ground and never crossing the line. The only reason the imperial family's fears were abated. Unlike any other mystic, the Yun clan has an ancestral teaching. The walks of life are numerous, heaven is ever-changing, and humanity's wisdom is boundless. Isn't that the same as saying that, at the end of it all, you have only yourself to rely on? That's just it. His words guide you on your path. As for succeeding, it all comes down to you. This is what makes the Yun clan incredible. Well, I think he is a hustler. To juggle so many big shots sure takes skill, and I'm looking forward to meeting him. Who knows, I may learn a thing or two on how to use you guys better. Even better. If you can learn anything, we'll be coming to you for guidance. But unlike its glorious name as a third pillar, it looked downright poor. Zhuo Fan knocked. The heavy gate creaked open and a 9-year-old kid walked out. May I know who Sir is and your purpose? I'm a merchant. I heard that the High Priest knows the fate of the heavens. So I came to pay a visit. The kid frowned and counted on his fingers before bowing in apology. Forgive me, but the clan head is tending to an important guest these 3 days and can't receive you. You may come afterward. Let me make you a reservation. The Yun clan sure is fair. So lofty, yet hearing the people's needs. Even their disciples are polite. At the very least, they know how to raise their clansmen. The Yun clan advocates virtue, a stark contrast to a common mystic. Little guy, I won't tease you anymore. In fact, I have received an invitation. Here. Best steward under the heavens, forgive me for not recognizing you, Sir Zhuo. The clan head has long been expecting you. Please follow me. Here is our observatory. The clan head is currently tending to a guest. Please wait here while I inform him. High Priest, your scrying has never failed, so why is it this time that it is completely different? He heard angry and rough shouts. Going around the observatory and onward, he arrived at a house. The child from before was now kneeling in front with a lowered head. Sir Zhuo, you. Zhuo Fan only gestured for him to be silent. Then, to the child's shock, he tiptoed over and peeked through the seams of the door. Indeed. I can infer human minds, but not heaven's will. Something I admire the High Priest for. But this time, I am unable to readily accept the High Priest's error. 20 years ago, you told us that the eldest young master was fit to rule and that it was a wonderful omen. But now, indeed, Your eldest young master had the rare earth dragon disposition. He needed to pass 3 tribulations, and his future would have been limitless. What tribulations? These 3 were part of heaven's plan, which I dare not divulge. But since he has come to pass, it no longer applies. They are heaven's will, father and son, and sin. Which of them was a Zhuo Fan? None of them. Then why did you say there were 3? Aren't they clearly 4? The last one even took his life. Heaven is ever-changing, though some movements can be tracked. With a human having 3,000 paths to choose from, his life can take a myriad of turns. But your dear son's tragic loss is a true accident. Yun Xuanji really is a hustler. Who the hell would say an expert like Huangpu Qingtian's death was an oopsie? Is he trying to smash his own name? High Priest, haven't you always preached that no life is by accident? That heaven has decreed everything. Even if a mistake happens, it is only a fork in the road, that is fate. Aren't you the one mistaken, then? Why is it that when it comes to Qingtian's turn, it's an accident? One's path is impermanent, heaven is ever shifting, and of the world's myriad creatures, no one can escape their destiny. With how the world has 8 gates, opening, torpor, life, harm, impediment, spectacle, shock, death, to enter the gate of life is to be alive, to enter the gate of death is to die, to enter the gate of torpor is to lag in lethargy and be in a slur, to enter the gate of spectacle is to have a bright future. But in any case, it always revolves around taking one of the 8 gates, never outside them. However, as there are myriads of living beings, an anomaly is bound to appear. There comes a time when a singular man stands outside heaven's control. Do you mean Zhuo Fan isn't part of heaven's control? What does it mean to stand outside of heaven's control? We shall stop here. I have spoken too much already. You are now on your own. Show yourselves out. You. My thanks, High Priest, for your counsel. I understand fully, and we shall now take our leave. We shall come again another time. Sir Leng, understand what? I didn't get anything out of that rant. Estate Lord, let's go. The High Priest has already given us clear advice. Zhuo Fan is an anomaly, neither friend nor foe. He has nothing to do with us. Estate Lord, when we get back, I will explain everything. Lung Wuchang opened the door only to bump into the peeping Tom. Zhuo Fan. Yo, what a coincidence. You, what are you doing here? Just like you came to ask how to deal with me, I've also come to High Priest for pointers on what's the best way to get rid of you guys. Though, isn't it funny how we both visit the same person for our problems? Ignorant whelp, the parish has stood tall for 1,000 years, above mundane affairs. And they won't start doing it now for a meager conflict. They are merely here to point out our path and clarify our purpose. Besides, now that I fully understand our circumstances, the Luo clan may be evolving day by day, but it will be at the heart of chaos. Attack us, and both our houses will fall, leaving others to reap the benefits. Intellectuals like you and me aren't dumb enough to choose this path. Yes, but who was it that kept backing off in front of the Imperial Palace? Sir Lung, you know that you can't beat me, yet you are also scared to face me. It must be that this is where you fall short. You don't have my courage. You'll only be a strategist who won't make it big after all. But all he could do was bear with it. They couldn't face Zhuo Fan as he was now. He was too strong. Estate Lord, let's go. The kneeling child was stumped. Little one, I've shown you humanity's most morbid side. But look how those guys left bleak and despondent before yours truly. Am I cool or what? Steward Zhuo, please refrain from corrupting my disciple. Please come in. So, why did the High Priest call me over? As I suspected, Steward Zhuo is a man among men. Stuff it. If I'd been any more normal, I'd be dead. Now, why did you invite me? If you're all out of *T to convince me, then I'll take my leave. And don't try that fate stuff with me. It won't work, nor can I understand it. Do us both a favor and save it. He shot to his feet, heading for the door. You should be dead. Zhuo Fan froze with his leg in the air. His eyes filled with shock. This is my greatest secret, so how did the old coot figure it out at a glance? Does that mean the rumors are true? The Yun clan's clan heads have eyes that can pierce one's fate. Not even the sacred domain's emperors can train in such a mystical art. More importantly, is this world dominated by fate? How can such an unimaginable clan exist in the mortal domain? Just, who are you? Where does the Yun clan come from? He's a branch of the Sheng clan. He has to be. Steward Zhuo, what are you saying? The Yun clan has always lived in seclusion, being weak at fighting. At the founding of Tianyu, We were asked to come out of obscurity and have been treated as its parish ever since. Can a clan of such incredible skill have such bland origins? Or have they lived for so long that they forgot about their own history? High Priest, please don't mind my previous outburst. So, what were we talking about? It's been ages since I had such a refreshing chat with someone. Steward Zhuo, your reputation precedes you. Flexible, knowing no shame, and quite like myself back in the day. High Priest, are you patronizing me or mocking yourself? We've all been young once. But now, at my age, this seat is different from how I saw it then. That's why I wish to have a talk with Steward Zhuo, giving our all for a better tomorrow. People's fates are ingrained in the world. Although choices are innumerable, anything hardly throws the world out of balance. My belief was firm in this truth, and with my ancestors' eyes, I was able to point out a safer path for the people. But 8 years ago, something happened that collapsed my faith. High Priest, restrain your grief. Who hasn't been disappointed in the world? You think I fell into despair because everything I knew had been turned upside down? Perhaps, but I was more surprised than anything. I used to think that every life was bound by the world's laws. The more I saw, the duller the world became. That is why the Yun clan has always lived in tranquility and never engaged in power play. But that moment opened my eyes. That not everything was set in stone. Heaven and earth are keeping us prisoners while still presenting us with a way out. All that is left is for us to find it. What the hell had the old coot been smoking? Steward Zhuo doesn't look too keen to delve into the mysteries of fate. Then I shall speak plainly. 8 years ago, you killed your Geechee in Blue Aperture City. Your act defied fate. His destiny was fraught with dangers, but it was not meant to be cut so short. 8 years ago was my first turning point in Tianyu, the one that made me famous. As for the fate-defying, how does killing have anything to do with my fate? Each man's fate is linked to the world, just like the starry sky. And every one of them touched one another through unseen rules and intricate interactions. Since everyone has their own will, they all take different paths in life. But the path to death never even existed for you, Geechee, at that point in time. It only appeared 20 years later, in a time of great national unrest. The news of his death shocked me to the core. I turned to the sky at once and found a dead person still alive. Along with him, the strings of fate were now entangled. And he had escaped the ties that bind. Every single action of his changed the fates of everyone he met. The strong become weak, and the weak turn strong. Like a demon archon incarnate, he literally flips the world upside down. Well, High Priest, you don't mean me when you mention demon archon, right? What do you think? You know better than anyone. Just how many people's fates have taken a sudden and unconceivable turn on your path? The Luo clan, a washed-up third-rate clan, is experiencing a complete rebirth as the head of the 8 noble houses. If not for your killing Geechee, the Blue Expanse City's Shui clan would have never served under the Sword Marquis's abode. Their third Miss Life would have run its sordid course. Drifting flower edifices were destined to be Regent Estate's first victim in their house unification plan, greatly bolstering their power, all leading up to a huge civil war. All it took was one particular man, you, and drifting flower edifices to make a comeback from the brink of death. Regent Estate's plans were thwarted, and on it goes. All of this sounds like fate's plan to me. Perhaps, but my eyes still fail to see any trace of fate around you. As if you are walking between two worlds, having long since shed the shackles of destiny. This old coot is right about one thing. I was truly walking between the worlds of the living and the dead. An ethereal stage, losing his body can live on by possessing others with his soul. But that is no true rebirth, since he didn't die to begin with. But I am different. Demonic Emperor Zhuo Yifan has his soul pulverized and annihilated. The Luo clan's servant, Zhuo Fan, of meager cultivation, was also struck down. Yet through the mysteries of the 9 Serenities' secret records, life was born anew from these two strangers housing one body. A life walking the thin line between the living and the dead, yet above the laws of this world. Separated, we were dead, but together we were at least half alive. Steward Zhuo, I don't know how you did it, but please believe me. Your very existence changes everyone's fate as they know it. I intended to keep this matter hidden, but in exchange for your trust, I will tell you a secret. The one you killed, Huangpu Qingtian, had all the qualities and fate to be a ruler. If not for you, he had a high chance of becoming the new emperor. What? I thought he was just a narcissist, but now even the high priest has vouched for him. I had seen into Huangpu Qingtian's fate, and a single glance told me that he had the disposition of an earth dragon, a prime candidate to be a king on this earth. But fate is a forked path. Where there is death, there will always be life, and where there was life, death wasn't far behind either. At the time, I spoke of 3 tribulations he had to pass to achieve his destiny. The first was heaven. With the king's advent, the dragon's soul shall return. Huangpu Qingtian earned recognition in his childhood for a reason. This tribulation, he passed. Huangpu Qingtian, a pipsqueak, could subdue and train the earth dragon claw. It had to be fate. There's no other explanation. The second tribulation was between father and son. Estate Lord Huangpu Qianyuan is a decisive and stalwart person. If Huangpu Qingtian wanted to do anything, he had to seize power to steal his father's seat. This ultimately broke the ties between father and son beyond repair. All he had to do was be a savage himself, throw away his clan, and steal his position. This would have brought him one step closer to being an emperor. Humph, the punk was savage all right, just look at the rotten attitude that he had. The final tribulation, the most crucial one, was sin. Huangpu Qingtian is a tyrant in character and actions. With everyone considered dirt, his sins weigh heavy on his shoulders. If he'd gone soul-searching, reassessing the worth of a person, he would have been a prime candidate to become the next emperor. 20 years later, regent estate would be at his beck and call. At the peak of his power, the clash with the imperial family would be nothing more than a skirmish for him. And 4 decades later, he'd become the ruler of Tianyu and establish his own dynasty. Oh, if so, it is not possible. With the obnoxious attitude that he had, the thought of self-reflection would have never crossed his mind. There's no way he would have passed the third tribulation. But now the regent estate can no longer vie for power and has nothing to do with me anymore. People always change. Just like Steward Shuo, as far as I know, you have become much calmer in recent years. If Huangpu Qingtian had lived, he may very well have been able to overcome this tribulation. It was a pity he stumbled upon you, a man outside fate, and his future was cut short. High Priest, for you to tell me so much, there has to be a reason. Why? For the good of the people. I have deep knowledge of fate and its inviolable nature. Even if forced to change, it will only make a detour. Slowly but surely returning to track. Hence, I am filled with pain seeing the people suffer yet be powerless to help them. Now I see that Steward Shuo has the power to change all that. At this moment, the forces of various houses are all over the place, and the war is about to break out. It is also the time when Tianyu is in grave danger. I dearly wish Steward Shuo would keep the fighting to a minimum, for the sake of the people. All right, High Priest, I took you for an intelligent man, but now I see that you're quite senile. One second you call me the Demon Archon incarnate, and the next moment you ask the same Demon Archon to save the world.